The No Fate channel, checking in. Today, I'm gonna be telling you how to get those gains fast. And more importantly, I'm gonna be discussing how to prevent injury while you are training. Because as we know, if you're injured, you can't train. And that's why on this episode of Dad's Home Gym, I'm gonna go over these underutilized, underappreciated, and overlooked pieces of home gym equipment, change plates. We're gonna go over what they are, how to use them, why you should use them, how much they cost, where you can pick them up. If this is your first time to the channel, you are in luck. The red subscribe button is over there. Give this video a like, hit that subscribe button. On this Dad's Home Gym series, I just review a piece of home gym equipment on every episode to help you decide what is going to be best for your home gym, what you are actually going to put to use, and most importantly, what's worth your hard-earned money. So let's quickly talk about how to get gains in the gym. And we know, if you've probably heard this term before, progressive overload. It is a boring term because it works. What is progressive overload? I'm going to give you the quick nickel tour. It means that you need to be lifting more weight or do more reps or have higher intensity in order to stimulate your muscle, break it down in order to have it grow back bigger, stronger, sexier than ever. And that is essentially the definition of how to get gains in the gym, to have some form of progressive overload. We know the fastest, the easiest, and the funnest way to hit that progressive overload, and the method that massages our ego so much, is to just slap on an extra 45 pounds on each side. Maybe a 35-pound plate too. Hell, if you're having a bad day, bam, hit that 25-pound plate on each side and go ham on the bar. And unfortunately, that is not a good method to go by. We let our ego write a check that our butt just can't cash. When you're in the gym for the first year or two, you have those noob gains, right? You're just hitting PRs on every training session. That's not how life works. After those first year or two of lifting hits you, your body plateaus. And that's where you run the risk of injury, because the weight's not moving up, but your mind tells you that you need to keep adding weight. Eventually, your progress plateaus. It is that plateau of death. And what happens is, even though the progress plateaus, our ego keeps screaming in our ears, whether you are at a local gym, in front of someone you're admiring on, whether you're with your buddies training, or with you just down in your own home gym by yourself, that ego is cranking away, screaming at you to keep adding weight. And that is a surefire way to hit Snap City. And that's why I want to focus on change plates. So many people overlook them. They're so important to have that progressive overload to kind of massage your ego a little bit, but not go crazy, not hit Snap City, not do anything stupid. What is a change plate? A change plate is a much lower plate that allows you to add weight to the bar or whatever exercise you might be doing, but in small incremental amounts. So the first one up is actually a 10-pound weight. This is from weightedout.us. Many people are familiar with 10-pound plates, and that's probably what they're used to when they go up by the smallest increment, is these 10-pound plates. Now, this is from weightedout.us. I'm a big fan of theirs because they're American-made, American-owned, American steel, and this isn't even one of their good ones. This is a second, which means it's not good enough to sell as a product. It was basically had errors on it, and what they do, instead of trashing it, they allow customers to pick it up for dirt cheap prices, and that's why I grabbed an extra pair of 10s here, but I'll put their website in the description. I'm a big fan of theirs. But next up is 5-pound plates. You probably have a pair of these in your home gym if you're like me, or you definitely see a pair of these at a local gym. Don't be afraid to just tack on 5 pounds. 5 pounds on each side, especially depending on what you're lifting, can be a lot. And if you're already at your threshold, if you're already at your perceived max for that rep scheme that you're targeting, adding 5 pounds to each side is gonna be something that's going to tax your muscle. Now, 10s and 5s are fairly common, both at a home gym and in your local gym. Let's talk about the uncommon as we work our way down. Don't let the lighter weights fool you. This is where progress is made. 2.5-pound plates, you can find them out there, and we're gonna get into where you can find them in a few moments, but 2.5 pounds doesn't seem like much, and your ego is telling you why even bother. but your muscle doesn't know the difference. Once it's hit its max, it doesn't know the difference between half a pound and 10 pounds. You're just still pushing through that max range of weight. And these 2.5 pounds are going to show you those gains that you have been dreaming of. Let's take it a step further. You've been lifting for a while. You know that it's important to not only hit that progressive overload, but stay injury-free. You are looking for ways to add weight to the bar so that your muscle can be taxed like it hasn't been before, but not in such an extreme fashion that you are gonna tear a pec, that you're gonna just snap something out of its socket, or you're gonna just pull something and be out for a week or two, not even able to tie your own shoes. And that's where these Rep Fitness 1.25 pound weights take hold. Now, I know what you're saying. Why bother with these such small weights? They're super light. Weight is weight, and your muscle doesn't know the difference between 1.25 pounds and 30 pounds. It just knows it's lifting more than it's ever lifted before. And that's the whole principle behind progressive overload. And I will tell you straight away that it goes down even further. You can actually get entire sets that will go from 1.25 all the way down to like 1/4 pound. Super thin, super small weights. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And that's the whole point of these change plates. It's not about just tacking on the most amount of weight. It's about being the smartest. Getting to where you want to go with respect to your PRs, with respect to your gains, but doing it in a small incremental fashion that allows you to get there safely. If you've ever seen power lifters or even like Olympic athletes, when they lift, they have specific calculators so that they know which weights to put on the bar. They're not just guessing. They're not just doing bro science at the gym, slapping on plates onto the bar. They've got specific numbers that they need to hit in order to see progressive overload, but not see Snap City. What's the damage? How much do they actually cost, okay? When we look at plates or when we look at even dumbbells, we look at price per pound. And unfortunately, the price per pound is high for two reasons. One, they don't weigh much, but they have, number two, a lot of overhead. They still have all the machining, they still have the shipping and handling, and you still got to pay for the raw materials as well. And you don't get that bulk discount with like a 45-pound plate. So the price per pound is high, but since they don't weigh that much, they're still very affordable. Where can you get them? Lots of places sell them. I saw them on Titan Fitness, Rep Fitness, which is the white pair I have here. And you can buy individual ones like I did, and you can buy whole sets. They've got kilogram sets, they've got pound sets. There's two main ways to save money on these change plates. Number one is to buy a complete set. They sell sets of change plates in order to get you to buy in bulk, and it does save you on shipping. That's the first way. Number two is what I did, tack these change plates onto an existing order. I put in an order with Rep Fitness. I put in a big order. I capped on shipping. So adding these plates was almost like a drop in the bucket because there was no extra shipping charge to go with these 1.25 pound plates. I'm super happy with them. I've been using them often to kind of massage that ego, but still push the pace in this home gym without hitting Snap City on this dad's old body. Let me know in the comments below, do you utilize change plates? Do you have specific programming that tells you how much you should be lifting as a percentage of your PR or of your max? I'm always curious what people are doing in their home gyms or even in their local gyms with regards to their programming. If you came this far in the video, I appreciate it. Give this video a like, hit that red subscribe button. Why not? It's free. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. This channel is dedicated to my life as a father of two wonderful children, and it centers around health, fitness, and all of the tricks and tribulations that I go through to try to be a great parent to my children and still accomplish my own personal goals.